Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, Ukraine, embarrassment, and a change of plans, at least for now. Earlier this month, there was a big ripple on the foreign policy scene when the Pentagon announced that it was ceasing efforts to supply Ukraine. There was a massive divergence from Trump's rhetoric, and it led to a lot of speculation that Hegseth was making decisions on his own behind Trump's back. Senator Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire, who is the ranking member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said in relevant part, quote, "The Trump administration's mixed messaging is undermining its own agenda to bring Putin to the negotiating table. And this move under Secretary Hegseth's leadership will only make a just and lasting peace harder to obtain. In his role as National Security Advisor, Secretary Rubio needs to maintain a cohesive strategy toward Ukraine. Now is not the time for rogue actors undermining our national security interests." This was greeted with skepticism, but recent reporting suggests that Hegseth did not inform the rest of the administration about his plans. Trump seems to be covering for him, for the moment. The Pentagon's move put a freeze on munitions for air defense systems being used in Ukraine. Now Trump has apparently countermanded the freeze. He said, quote, "They're getting hit very hard. We're going to have to send more weapons. Defensive weapons primarily, but they're getting hit very, very hard." After Trump got involved, the Pentagon had a new statement saying, quote, "At President Trump's direction, the Department of Defense will send additional defensive weapons to Ukraine to ensure the Ukrainians can defend themselves while we work to secure a lasting peace." Trump may slowly be coming to the conclusion that Putin has been playing him for years. After a recent phone call, he seemed almost depressed when he talked about the call that he said no progress was made on. He was asked by reporters if he still thought he could end the war, even though the timeline he gave during the campaign has long expired. He's continually promised to end the war. He said, quote, "I don't know. I can't tell you whether or not that's going to happen." It seems that Trump might finally be starting to realize what foreign policy experts have been saying since the onset of the war. Putin wants all of Ukraine, at a minimum. Trump said, quote, "I told you I was very unhappy with my call with President Putin. He wants to go all the way. Just keep killing people. It's no good." Some analysts are suggesting that Trump finally realizing he might have been duped by Putin could be the best possible outcome for Ukraine. There's a hope that Trump's vindictive nature might cause him to slowly understand that the only way to get even with Putin is to give Ukraine everything it needs. There's even a chance that MAGA will be so embarrassed by their leader's failure that they begin to accept it. Of course, it's also possible that Putin calls him and sweet-talks him, and Trump continues to try to please him. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.